Yeah. More work on
Good morning, everyone. Say hello as you come in, please.
Born to be wild.
We have a special guest. I can't make you any promises. Oh, Lord. Good Monday morning. Today is August 23rd. What's on your mind? Good morning. I hope you all have had an amazing weekend. I wouldn't call mine amazing, but it's not been bad at all. Good morning, Miss Avenel. Top of the morning to you as well. Hey, Sandy, baby girl. I don't know where that came from. Hi, Stacy. Hey, Charlotte. Well, you're about to find out. Charlotte, thanks for asking. She wants to know, how's your hubby today? What? Avenel, how's Bobby? Good morning, Suzanne. Aw, Stacy's been thinking about me and my hubby.
Well, how sweet.
Other Stacy wants to know how you doing. How's my hubby doing? Well, in just a minute, you're gonna find out. First of all, I want to let you know that I'm Drea with Ranch House Reese some more. Welcome to Coffee with Drea. Today's subject is anything y'all want to address. So that's why it's what's on your mind this morning. Hi, Vicki, and hey, Deanna Davis, how are you? Jane, good morning. Amy, Drea, I need some prayers for me and my mom. I hope your husband is doing okay. Amy, let's get you down. Good morning, Miss Virginia. Yay, you're home. Good morning, Miss Mary. Hi, Kathy. How you doing, Huff? Hey, Sheila. Hey, Karen. Good morning, and good morning. Falling asleep over there? Micah says, celebrated a grandson's 6th birthday. Hope hubby doing good and everyone else as well. We're doing awesome. Good morning, Jess. Good morning, Lisa, Michelle. Hey, Jonna, how are ya? All right, y'all, we're going to start off with our special guest because our special guest is my husband. He would like to have a moment with you guys. And he's only allowed to be sitting up for 20 to 30 minutes at a time every couple of hours. So he decided he wanted to use that time to talk to you guys. Good morning, Tom. I also have my bestie, Loretta, in the background. She came and spent the better part of the weekend with me, which was really nice and relaxing. Misty Lane. Oh, thank you, Virginia. Prayer request for my grandmother. We had to bring in hospice care this week, so her time is in God's hands. Oh, I'm sorry, Misty. Jot that down real quick before All right. So, I'm going to turn. I need prayers for September 1st. I'm having back surgery. Who's that? Sheila Schofield. Well, Sheila, you got prayers. Let me tell you that. And prayers work. I'll give you a praise report in just a bit. Not just about my husband. So I'm going to turn the camera to him. Ignore the background. I haven't cleaned the area. And I'm going to let him have a chat with you guys, okay? So if I miss saying hey, say hey when I'm back on screen, and I'll be sure to say good morning. Here we go. There he is.
Good morning, everyone. I just wanted to thank everyone for all your prayers. It's been so wonderful. It's really gone extremely well. We go back from my second surgery in the morning. It's going to be a little different. They went in and put spacers in Thursday in my spine. And this is going to be some titanium and screws that they're going to put in. And so I think it's a little bit more of a surgery than the other one was. But I'm doing great. I said there's no doubt that prayers are so beneficial. They work. God listens to them. And He listens to all that we pray and pray for. And just thank y'all so much for that, and for y'all's concern and checking on me, being sure that everything was going well. And I just wanted to. I'll finish those chores you have lined out for me in just a little while. As soon as we get through with this, I'll try to finish up all those chores that you have for me. So that I won't get in trouble.
Great. That's on film now.
Yeah.
Video evidence.
But everything has been very good. I was able. Thank goodness I was able to come home. I'm so glad that the doctor gave me that opportunity. And instead of spending Saturday, Sunday, and today in the hospital with nothing to do, I was able to come home and be with my lovely wife, and for her to look after me and make sure that I had all my medication straight and that everything was done correctly. And she does such a wonderful job. So I'm going to turn it back over to her. But again, thanks for all y'all's prayers and your concern. You know that there's people praying for you when you have the success that I've had. So again, thanks so much for all your prayers and your concerns, and we will keep you up to date after tomorrow as to what goes on there.
Correct. There you go. Get busy with them chores.
I will, Ma.
Jan says, can't keep a good man down. Misty says, oh, our spouses are our support team. Amy thought you were funny. Joyce, love, hugs, prayers. Donna says, you'll be a bionic man. Good morning, Alfreda. Avanel says, Bobby, you are looking good. Kathy Huffman says, you look great. Good morning, Bobby. Thank you, Amy. She's already praying for tomorrow's surgery. Jan Cook says, hey, Mr. Bobby, we all love you here and praying for your second surgery. Misty, hey, hubby, so glad you're doing well. You've got lots and lots of nights. Deanna says, glad to see you doing awesome, Sir Robert. I have not dubbed him Sir, so stop it. Just kidding.
Well, the Queen can do that.
Deanna says you look awesome. Let's see. Continued prayers coming your way from Miss Mary McElfresh. Deanna says great to see you. Miss you. Carolina, good morning. What a wonderful, loving husband. What, you don't know? No, I'm kidding. He is. Okay. Miss Joyce says, hey, yes, Mr. Bobby is looking good. He really is. He's done extremely well. I was crazy with worry on Thursday. I've never seen him in that kind of pain where his color was off, his pain, you could see the pain in his eyes on Thursday. They could not get it under control. It took all day, literally. One medication after another before he felt any relief. So it was really hard for me to see him in that kind of pain. I've never seen it. He's not one to let pain get him. He's not one that even admits to being in pain, even when we're staring at him in pain. So he had an amazing medical care team. His nurse, Diana, I can't say enough wonderful things about that woman. She went above and beyond, and finally was able to find what gave him relief. We were very, very blessed. Your prayers, as he said, were definitely felt, and you know, God answered them in the way we had hoped. It doesn't always work that way. Sometimes they're answered in a way that God knows is best. and not that we expect, but in this case, it definitely was in the way we had hoped. So thank you so much. Again, tomorrow, according to the doctor, is the more serious of the two surgeries. Excuse me, I'm going to sneeze.
Bless you.
Thank you. I have been blessed. He will be in the hospital till the end of the week at least. And then the doctor and I will decide whether he goes on to rehab or can come on home under my care. We are hoping that he can come home under my care. The change in his physical appearance is, would you grow an inch or two? Some of his height came back. What they did is they put spacers in about so much in 3 places in between where the discs almost were, well, they've been like that forever. And he was able to get those spacers in, which accounts for the kind of pain he's been in. And tomorrow, like he said, they put the rods through and the screws. And that's a more complex surgery. So thank you for your continued prayers. Everything is going great here. I am doing fine. I'm tired, but I'm doing fine. So y'all don't worry. Thank y'all for all the bless yous. I appreciate that. I have certainly been blessed. Hi, Tony. Hey, Miss Helen. Helen Tippy, our local friend. Sandy says, hugs, prayers for you, Bobby. Best of wishes and prayers for your doctors for your next surgery. Yes, please pray for the hands and the minds of the doctors. He has an extremely good surgeon. That man knows his stuff. Any question I answered, he had an answer without hesitation. Everything went well. So thank you. And pray for me tomorrow. Somebody sent me a message. I can't remember what she said. She said she was praying for my husband and glad he was doing well. And I will be praying for you to have tolerance. Which I thought, wow, how smart is that? Because as most of you know, being a caretaker of someone you love, it's kind of a bittersweet thing, because on the one hand it's wearing you out and you worry and am I doing well enough, am I doing good, have I made sure he got the walk he needed, etc. And then there's that other side of you that's like, phew. So I thought that was a nice prayer. Hey Nala, how are you? Virginia says, so now he can actually say he has a screw loose. Pray for the hands that will heal him. I've been telling him that for years. He's got some screws loose.
Most definitely.
So again, thank you. I'm going to just make sure that as he walks in, he's okay. Just one moment. Be careful. No twisting.
Okay. Bye, y'all.
All right, get some rest. You okay?
Yep. I'll get on that front yard here in just a few minutes.
All right. The weed eater's waiting.
Huh?
The weed eater's waiting.
Yeah.
Good morning, Tom Tom. It's good to see you here. Good morning, Sharon. Thank you all for your prayers. Like I said, they work. But I do have a praise report. And I'm pretty sure she's not going to mind me telling you guys. So many of you know our friend, Deborah Los Kelly. She has asked for prayers from us in the recent months about her daughter, about her daughter contacting her. She's stepped away from her mom and wasn't having anything to do with Deborah. Deborah contacted me, it was either Monday or Tuesday, and said, the prayers worked. As a matter of fact, she was out in her yard praying to God about what do I do. You know, we talked about patience last week, and that's one of the more difficult things to do, but one of the things we're required to do sometimes, right? Y'all, her daughter called her that day. So thank you from her to you. Man, y'all, I think I'm gonna cry. Because prayers were answered, and she was able to have a chat with her daughter, which hasn't happened for a very long time. So, patience, forgiveness, and allowing things to happen in God's time. It works. It works. Sometimes it takes a while, and we're like, I don't think God's answering my prayers. And then bingo, out of the clear blue, she got the answer she was looking for, and her child called her. Isn't that not amazing? Heather, forgive your mom, forgive yourself, and have patience, and keep on praying. All good things come to those who wait. And the one thing I would caution everybody about, it's a lesson I learn regularly. Just because I prayed for something to happen this way doesn't mean it will. Sometimes the answer to the prayer is different. And whoops, you're shaking that thing. It's okay. Is different than we want and than we expect, but it's still an answer, and we have to accept things the way they are, right? And move on and work with what we're given. Isn't it, Stacy? I literally was in tears as I read her message. So this is a big thank you from Deborah to y'all. Matthew, good morning. Requesting patience and prayers. One of our fur babies crossed the Rainbow Bridge unexpectedly this morning. Oh, Matt, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. Allow yourself to grieve, though, Matt. Don't try to be Mr. Strong. Grieve. Good morning, Lori Crayer. How are you? I hope you're doing well today. Isn't he, Vicky? I know, it just blew me away with thankfulness, of course, and joy. And I thought, what a shining example Deborah is, to have relied on her God, our God, and get the answer and get the relief. It's just amazing. Just makes me so happy. Heather, I hope you both can figure a way to forgive whatever it is situation and find a way to come back together. And sometimes it takes baby step from one side only. That's right. And sometimes it may not even require, hi Connie, sometimes it might not even require forgiveness. There may have been nothing that she did or you did. It just may be, circumstances. But it definitely requires patience on our parts. Good morning, Sherry. And Matt, don't allow people to minimize what you're going through. The loss of a fur baby is a loss. Your fur baby deserves to be grieved, and you deserve to be allowed the time to do so. So please, don't let other people make it seem like it's not appropriate to grieve. It most certainly is. Stacy, let's see. I found my birth mom a few years ago and two sisters and brother. I went to Maine to meet them, and even though one of my sisters did DNA with me, my birth mom denied it was me that she gave away. When I had COVID, one of my sisters told her, and I was shocked. She called me and asked me to come see her again. Oh, Stacy, that is such a good story. I think she probably felt regret for what she did. That would be very difficult to live with, right? If it's something, depending on the circumstance. So bless her for reaching out to you, and I hope that you all are able to have a relationship. That's good. Connie, he was on here just a few minutes ago, filling everyone in. He was our special guest. Oh, hi, Wendy. Glad to see you. Hey, Nellie Lavely. How's it going over there? My granddaughter and new hubby are happily in Hawaii on their honeymoon, asking for prayers when it's time for them to come home. They make it here safe. Yes, ma'am. We'll do that, Miss Mary. Sandy LaFrance. Prayers needed for my total knee tomorrow and a speedy recovery. Absolutely. Okay, got it. Man, it just slipped out of my mind. There was something I want to tell you guys, and I forgot. Good morning, Lisa. I hope you're doing well this week. Yes, I could give you some direction and answers, Deanna.
I can too.
But I'll pray for you. Hey, Marie. Thank you. Did you get to see him, Marie? He was on the first few minutes of the live. Oh, Connie, I'm so sorry. We will do that. Y'all remember you can go into the power to be you exclamation point. I say that because it has to have the exclamation at the back. Go in there, request to join. Deanna will approve you. It is our place for positivity only and for prayer requests. We have some amazing prayer warriors. Oh, wow, Suzanne, that's awesome. I'm so happy for you. What a great opening. Yes, we should definitely be praying for our troops. We should be praying for all the Americans that are still left in Afghanistan. And we should be praying for all of our Afghan allies that are still in Afghanistan. And hope and pray that they get out before whatever ridiculous deadline the Taliban has set up. I'm not here to make a political statement. I just want us to pray that they get out of that country and are not harmed by the current rulership. Also, guys, we really need to be praying for all of our friends in Tennessee. So much of Tennessee has been decimated by the storms. Pray for our friends in the upper Northeast, Connecticut, Rhode Island, that area have been inundated with rain. And, there's a lot of people who've lost everything. More importantly, there are a lot of people in Tennessee. I believe the last count, there were 22 that lost their lives in these storms. So we definitely need to pray for people that live there, that are dealing with all of this, and pray for the first responders. They are the front line in any disaster we have, and they put their lives on the line for us. So let's pray for them wherever these storms and rains and things are that are harming people.
Did you see Lori Heron's?
I did not.
Prayers needed for my 2-year-old great-nephew. He's been diagnosed with liver cancer. Thank you so much.
We will definitely keep him in your prayers. Deanna, can you put that immediately on the prayer list in the power to be you? Oh, I'm so,
and if she
so
can give
very
you the
sorry,
name,
Lori.
so at least the first name for the little one.
Yeah, if possible, if you'd like to give us his first name, that would be wonderful. If not, that's okay, because God knows. Oh, good, Lisa. Miss Pelton said, "What is that? Who you're going to tell me about?"
No, Jan Brown Cook.
Says
praise report. Dad is doing well, and I got to see him Friday since Mom and Dad both tested negative for COVID.
I'm so happy for you, Jan. You know that I am. Let's see. Well, there went my... she says... Sherry Pelton says, I had a week for sure. Just one is I ordered from Bling Sneakers. They were too big. I went to send back but forgot which credit card I used. I called both and no one had that purchase. Oh my God, people, I called back the credit card company when finding out and told them. Your system is broken. No, it's not. No? Okay, people, today, Lord help us. I'm no fool that one cracked me up just a little. Then the Lord give me strength. We had some flooding in the master suite. It just goes on and on. So yes, I am here. Well, let us add you to our prayer list, sweet lady. Misty, yes, praying for our nation as a whole. Storms and fire. Oh yeah, fires as well. Sorry, I'm completely. Yes, we definitely need to keep Bobby in prayer this week. Unspoken, they will not be spoken. But her family is in dire need of prayers for peace and comfort. Yes, and thank God. Absolutely, Virginia. Thanks for that reminder. We need to always be thanking God. Most of my daily prayers are thanking Him. When I'm not praying for someone, I'm thanking Him for what He does do and for answering prayers in His time. Retha says, please help me pray for my brother Ron in the hospital with COVID. He's fighting for his life. Joanne, please pray for my daughter. She was dragged by her ex with his... She has been physically and mentally abused for 2 years. Thank God he is gone. I do pray for justice. Joanne. What kind of person does that? I'm so sorry. I pray for the health and healing of your daughter, and I pray that justice is served. True justice on the ex. Wow.
Amy Danello. Is there a place I can send you a private message?
Yes, you can send it into my private messenger. Marla says, could use prayers for my cousin Sandra. She's in ICU on a ventilator with COVID. We just lost her brother 3 months ago to the same thing. It's so sad. Absolutely. Did I let Marla's name? No. We will definitely pray for your cousin. Aww. It is sad. All right, Jessie. Be sure and tell her everything. Hi, Liz. How is my beautiful friend? How's everything up in the Cree Nation? It is the power to be you, and you put an exclamation at the end. Deanna has put it here. You may not be able to click the link during the live, but certainly after. See, I don't know if I can pin it. Let me see. Pin this? Yes, it did. It allowed me to pin it. So I have it pinned in the comments. Aw. It is sad, Amy. I'll tell you, we do need to pray for everyone facing the ravages of COVID. I also would like us to pray that we all, everyone, everywhere, use our common sense when being in public. Y'all know that I have my Texas Designers Roundup, which there will be an announcement about this weekend sometime, or possibly this week, a very important announcement about TDR. Yes, it's still happening, so don't worry about that. But we do need to pray that we all use common sense, that when we're in public areas, that we take precautions for ourselves and our loved ones. You know, there was a family last year where the kids went off, some friends of someone in California, some friends went off on a spring break. Some kids, young kids, that's what they do. They go to spring break, they went to the mountains and spent the week, all huddled together in a cabin, etc. They went home, all but one tested positive for COVID, but they did not test positive for COVID until they had gone to a family function, and the family had loss due to it. So let's please use common sense. Sanitize. Wear your mask if you're able. You know, I'm not here to judge people that whether they get vaccine or not get vaccine. That's a personal medical choice, and so far we still have that. I did get mine. Everyone in my family here at the house has, but that was my choice. So I'm not judging you for not. I just would like you to research ways in which you can use common sense and safety measures, whether you do or do not get the vaccine. I did talk with some medical people while I had time at the hospital while hubby was in surgery, and the overwhelming amount of them feel like it's overly politicized instead of let's talk about health, and that they don't care if we get vaccinated or not get vaccinated. They just want us to use our common sense. And that it will likely be around for a while, much like the flu came, and it comes every year, sometime in different strains. And we'll just have to deal with it. Okay? That's all. I'm not here to make judgments or give you my opinion, other than, please, let's use our common sense. Good morning, Susan. Good. Wow. Cherie, we need to pray for that too. Peggy says, my 4 family members who had COVID, 2 fully recovered and tested a negative. 91-year-old is in rehab. Confusion is gone and learning to walk. 1 at home from hospital but needs continued prayer. There you go. We need to keep praying for Peggy's family. Hi, Claudia. How are you this morning, beautiful, creative soul you? All these prayers for COVID, and yesterday no one in the grocery store had a mask on. Pray for people who understand it's not only their health, but also everyone else's health. I had a mask and a face shield and came home and scrubbed my arms like I'd been to the dump. It really is sad. A mask is, most places, a personal choice now. I will tell you that Jesse and I are very careful about that, and we will leave. And if a crowded area, if there's not a large amount of people wearing masks, it's our choice, and it's yours. Okay, I read that. Good morning, Nadine. How are you, beautiful? Good morning.
Monkey's on.
Hey, my little cupcake. I hope you're feeling so much better. Hi, Shauna. Liz says, I'm good, thank you. Things could be better in our community. Another young life lost. Alcohol is beating us, but me and hubby had vowed to keep our young by hosting community events for them. Oh, that's awesome. Let's see. And yes, prayers to all that need, always. Oh, Liz, bless you and your husband. That's awesome. You're being proactive to help your community. That's amazing. Stacy said, I noticed that many more people are wearing masks the past few weeks here in the grocery stores, etc. Good morning, Linda Dyer. How are you? Virginia said the Turks and Caicos and the Bahamas, everyone has to wear a mask in public. Good morning, Jess Smith. I hope you're preparing up for TDR. You're one of the top designers. Let's see.
See, Stephen said that...
Stephen is Loretta's son, who is a registered nurse in the emergency room.
But he said that the shots, the vaccines, are picking back up because they were doing like 600 a day. And then it was like falling to like 200. And he says it's quickly going back up.
Yeah. Her son is in the National Guard here in Texas, and he was called up to duty in March to go down south Texas, right? He's still down south, and so he's one of the guardsmen that is responsible for the COVID vaccines down there. He's right in the line of fire. Claudia says, Mom's still dealing with confusion problems, has collapsed lung, and her scarring from COVID is horrible. Put her in your prayers, beautiful. I am working hard. Yes, ma'am. We will get her. Get her prayed for too. Peggy says, include prayers of thanksgiving for healing my family when you pray. My cousin was literally at death's door when she got to the hospital, and now she's home. Praise be, right? We definitely need to say thank you. Hey, Jess, how you doing, sir? Hi, Teeny. Hope you're doing well. Sherry says, I made a wreath for both our daughters. I get so excited when my oldest loves them. She's different. I love the different most of the time. Virginia at TexasDesignersRoundup.com. I'm pretty sure. Jesse, if you can hear this, can you post where they get the tickets? I should know the answer. Hi, Heather. The party don't get started till you show up, girl. So y'all, it's something, a friend, somebody that I've known for a long time in the business world. She was responsible for administering the food program, the government food program for daycares for underprivileged children. And so I worked with her. She inspected our daycares several times a year, went to trainings, etc. She had elbow surgery at the end of July after a trip to Vegas. And then I think a few days later, her and her husband tested positive for COVID. Her husband was sent home to heal, and he did. He's COVID-free. Darlene, unfortunately, spent most of her time on the ventilator. They put her in medically induced coma so that her body could relax and heal. And I believe it was Friday or Saturday, she got her wings. Her poor body couldn't take it. And so she was lost due to COVID pneumonia. Thank you, Sandy. Robbie. He's great, Teeny. He came on live at the beginning of the Coffee with Drea to tell everyone how he's doing. Today's the first day of my husband's demotion, pay cut, and new hours at his job of 14 years. Please keep us both in prayer. It's going to be a challenge with him working until 11 p.m. every night and not getting home to bed until midnight-ish. Yes, and it's going to be a challenge with a cut in pay. That kind of just makes me sick. We got you, Robbie. We'll get you and your hubby in prayers. Cherie says, my daughter and son-in-law are educators and I worry about school. Our middle-aged grandson, I'm sure she doesn't mean middle-aged. Grandson is going to live at the college. I can't sleep. We have to trust in the common sense of everyone. I know it's tough right now. His recovery is going really well. They were allowed him to go home because he did so well. So they allowed him to go home under my constant care. I said that little, but it's been fine. We just need to keep his pain in check, and he has rules he has to follow. He can't twist, he can't lift his arms up, he can't sitting up more than 20-30 minutes. Every couple of hours, he has to take a few mini walks throughout the day, and take the pain meds as prescribed to keep the pain in check. He needs to heal up from this, because tomorrow morning we have to be there at 5. His surgery, he goes back around 6:15 like last time, and tomorrow's the more major surgery, and he'll be in the hospital most likely till the end of the week at least. So he's doing well. Thanks for asking. Hey, Miss Regina, how are you doing, Regina Roy? Three grandsons, one granddaughter, and one great-grandson. Wow, you're so blessed. Your middle grandson. Kind of figured that's what you meant. That's funny. Did I miss anything, Retta?
Not that I can see.
All right. I think I thought I put my phone on. I did. Okay. So today, really, we need to continue. And if you don't believe in prayer, that's okay. You don't have to believe in prayer to be a part of our Coffee with Dre family. Put positive vibes out there, best wishes, whatever it is, just something positive. So, because positivity really is what gives us hope, isn't it? And if we can encourage one another, what a blessing. Sometimes things don't work out the way we hoped, and we just need help making it through. Like the Carlson family, they're dealing with some extremely serious issue this week, and we keep praying for them in peace and comfort. See, in some cases, what's going on cannot be prevented, but we certainly can learn, with the help of our friends, encouragement, to have a little bit of hope for the future, and to be able to deal with whatever the situation is, and then move forward. And don't stand still. Shuffle if you have to, but don't stand still. Micah, my 7-year-old granddaughter, is home from school as a precaution due to a classmate's testing positive. About 6 of the students from her class are missing school. She is fine and can return the 31st. Prayer for the kids all over. Absolutely. Teresa, I read that. I am so sorry. That was very heartbreaking. She lost 3 friends. 3 in one day. Virginia, with God's guidance, with God's grace, and continued prayers, your husband will do fine. You are all in our thoughts and prayers. Thank you so much, Virginia. We appreciate that, and I 100% agree with you. This also should be a lesson to us all in so many ways. Patience. Putting the health and safety of others in the foreground of our thought process, of our common sense, is something we need to learn. There's no rule. Ooh, hello, Bumblebee. There's no rule about how we're to act and things we should or shouldn't be doing. Most of our country, it's a matter of choice. Let's make the right choice, an educated choice. My educated choice is probably going to be different from some other people's educated choice. All I suggest is, don't depend on other people's opinions, etc. Do a little medical research and then make up your mind about whether you should get the vaccines or not, the booster or not, about whether you should wear a mask or not. All those things are personal choices in most places, not all. And if we are educated about our choice, we can rest well that we made the best possible choice with the information we had available to us. That's all we can do. That's what makes us good citizens of the world.
Deanna says, don't forget the right hand over your heart, y'all. We can't be there in person, but with you in spirit.
Right. Oh, well, see, Darla, there are people who shouldn't wear a mask constantly. I have extreme claustrophobia. I know. It's a fear I work on, but it makes my heart like twist. I can't help it. I try. But when it rears its ugly head, if I'm masked, I feel like I'm closed in. It's like when I wear socks. Sometimes they make me feel like I'm, I don't know, in a tomb and can't breathe.
That's why I go barefooted.
And so I have to step away and remove the mask, breathe some fresh air, reassure myself everything's going to be okay, and move on. It sounds silly, but it's real. So there are so many people that have issues where they can't, and we need to understand them. And we know that people that have these issues are using their common sense. Yes, that's right. That's all we can do is try to be safe. And if we each take that on individually, and we each try to be as safe as possible, it'll be a safer world. Just saying. I believe it is a personal choice, but I did get the vaccine, and I believe it helped me when I got COVID. I had very mild symptoms. It was better in 10 days. I believe it helped me. Susan says she don't like socks either. Sad thing is I like socks. I own a lot of cute ones. They make me feel closed in most of the time.
I'm allergic to shoes and socks.
All right, Wilma. Yes, it can, Robbie. It can be a double-edged sword. And we need to respect that too. You know, we can't judge people. If we see somebody without a mask, we shouldn't automatically assume they're not using common sense, that they're not making an educated decision. Perhaps it would be bad for their health if they did. It does affect some people, just like some people who want the vaccine can't get the vaccine because of health issues. There's so many things. So shame on us if we judge. Like I said, I just want people to do a little research, not based on others' opinions, but legit research, and then make a choice. It's your choice to make. Make the best choice for you, your family, and your community. Yeah, maybe so, Susan. Aw, Teresa, I'm so sorry to hear that. Wow. Now at TDR, we will be having COVID protocol, by the way, those that wanted to know. And I will be in the group, the TDR presenters group, attendees group, I'll get it out very soon with information on that. But we will have TDR protocol in place. Very similar to last year's. We will not be requiring, but we are asking people to wear a mask. And, you know, various other things. We will have masks available, and we will have sanitizers, etc. available. We will handle the meal provided in a safe as possible COVID meal. So we have measures in place. I take the responsibility of everybody's safety very, very serious. And I hope that everyone else does too. When I see people piled up in the nightclubs or down at the beach at some of the deals going on, oh, I gotta fly, at some of the things, and they're all crowded together, I get a little nervous, but you know, we're gonna have to trust they know what they're doing. Yes, we did, Sandy. It was very easy. As far as I know, Pam, I will have to make a decision about that in the next day or two, because I am a presenter at Crafters Convention. My problem is not COVID so much as it is my husband and his care. So I'm going to be talking with his doctor, and then a decision will be made, because he will be on extreme restriction for 3 months, the first month being the worst. I mean, he won't be able to bend. There's all kinds of restrictions. So, and he wants to come home and be under my care. So we'll see. I'll make that decision. Hi, Mitzi, how are you? Thank you, Teresa. Thank you. He's doing very well. He is really good about, 95%. He'll do 95% of what the doctor says. I am a little bit of a taskmaster when it comes to him following the rules. But I want him well. So today, let's keep all of our Coffee with Dre friends who have requested prayer in prayer. You don't even have to remember every name. God knows who you're talking about. Let's give prayers of gratitude as well for all those who have been healed or where things have changed in their lives for the better, the way they had hoped. But we also need to thank God for unanswered prayers. There's a reason, y'all. There's a reason. We don't always know it. We're human. We're not supposed to know everything. It just doesn't make sense that we would, right? I keep getting a fly. Don't hit me with that fly swatter. I keep seeing a little. Anyway, let's those of our friends who are in the Tennessee area ravaged by the storms, our friends in the great Northeast, the far Northeast, also dealing with issues from the storms, loss of life, loss of property. Let's keep them all in our prayers. Kat, I've been praying for you, Kat. Have you gone to the chiropractor? At least. So sorry. Good morning, everyone. Thank you all. Thank you for blessing my husband. I appreciate that. I'm sure everything will go well tomorrow. Y'all keep Kat in our prayer. She has back issues as well, bulging discs, etc. Keep her in prayer. She's trying to move. Oh, good, Kat. Good. She's trying to move in her beautiful new home that she's been working on for the last couple of years. And there's always something. Don't let the evil get you, Kat. We know that you are a very vocal Christian, and so we definitely want to keep you in prayer. And I know that you are praying continuously. Maybe there's a reason you can't see, as you know, why things are the way they are right now.
Well, we'll say going to a chiropractor with a bulging disc really helps.
My son, same thing. He has bulging discs in his neck. And he's suffering greatly right now. So keep my son in your prayers. I don't know that he'd want the world to know that, but please. It's very, very limiting for him right now. Pam says, I'm 52 and I'm getting tested for MS. I'm scared and have back issues. Oh, bless you, Pamela. We'll definitely keep you in prayer as well. I was just writing your first name down. All right, guys. Again, thank you for all the prayers on our behalf. They certainly have been answered in a way that we have hoped. Which, like I said before, doesn't always happen, but we have to have faith and patience. We will see at some point or another our prayers answered in one way or another. I have ACDF inner C4, C5, C6. I thank God, the good Lord, for being with me. I did not have a hard time. Oh. Yes, everyone be safe out there. Use your common sense. Think of your fellow man and woman. Y'all, never give up your power. You have the power in the modern world to research things before you make medical choices for yourself and your family and your community. Please do that. That way you can make an educated choice and feel really good about your choice. I did, we do. I've got Jessie, the researcher extraordinaire, here in this house. There ain't nothing she won't research. So use your power to make good choices. The best choice possible for you. Not the best choice for me. first the best choice for you and your family, then your community. Don't listen to the naysayers. Don't listen to people pro or con against an issue. I want you to do the search for yourself, because you have the power to do that. Use that power to make good choices, make better decisions, have some patience, be forgiving. All those are within your power to do. And please use your power of positivity out there in the world. We could use it. I want you to use the teeniest, tiniest bit of that power, because that's all it takes. To always, always, always choose joy, y'all. We'll see you next week at 10 a.m. Central Time for Coffee with Drea. Who knows what our subject will be then? I'll have been in the hospital a week with him. Maybe patience again. Tolerance. Y'all have a great week. If it ain't happening, if the good ain't happening, make it happen. Bye.